Why did I let Kristen talk me into this? I can figure this out on my own. Maybe I should just go. Oh, hello.
Hello, miss. I'm very sorry they didn't tell me your name.
Oh, I'm Anna.
Ah,
Are you?
Anna. That is my daughter's name.
No, it's Anna.
Yeah, that's what I said, Anna. But wouldn't you rather be called Miss or Mrs.? I find it rather strange that someone so repressed would want to be addressed as in such familiar terms.
Repressed? What are you talking about? We've never had a conversation, and it's Miss. Although you do seem a little familiar.
Ah, yes. Perhaps you have seen photographs or heard of my groundbreaking theories about the human psyche. Yes, I am Dr. Sigmund Freud. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
Freud? Surely you can't be. You've been dead for years. How can you? What are you? Oh, maybe I'm crazier than I thought.
Perhaps, Anna?
It's Anna.
Yeah, Anna. But you must leave that to the experts to decide.
Experts? Who else is coming?
Never mind. Now, I am here specifically to diagnose your dream.
How did you know about...
Excuse me, but I must ask the questions from now on. Please lie down.
I prefer to sit.
You see what I mean? Repressed? Yes, of course, Anna, if you must. Sit and we will begin.
Well, I'm not even sure that I
We
want...
will begin! No. I understand you've had a very disturbing dream. Not just once, but several nights in a row.
Well, yes, I have, but I thought I was seeing a Dr. Morgan.
This will require my special expertise. Trust me.
Trust you. Oh, that's a good one. What do you know about women?
My work speaks for itself. Tell me about your dream.
Your theories are weird and outdated.
The dream, Miss Anna, please. I can help you.
Okay. Imagine me being psychoanalyzed by Freud. Can you believe it? Okay, sure. I guess I'll be curious to see what you have to say.
Good. Let us begin. Tell me about your dream.
Well, I've got to tell you something about my real life before I can tell you about my dream.
If you must.
Okay, I've lived in the same apartment for a long time now.
You are single, are you not?
Yes. Anyway, I've lived in this apartment. And
what about your parents? Do you not have a family?
Well, yes, of course I do. Why?
An unmarried woman should live with a family, as did my daughter Anna.
Right. I can see how this is going to go. Look, do you want to hear about my dream or not?
The defense mechanisms are strong. I can see but I will have to humor her if I'm to get to the bottom of her neurosis. Yes, of course, Miss Anna.
It's in... Never mind. Go on.
Good. I must say, there is something to be admired about a woman with an independent spirit, as you seem to have. So, let us continue. You say you live in an apartment?
Yes. And the walls have been beige for the whole time I've lived there, probably 7 or 8 years now.
Ah, beige. A nice neutral color. Pleasant choice.
Well, I had never really paid much attention to it in all that time. Until about a month ago, and I went to go visit my friend Kristen at her new place. And she had it painted in all sorts of fun colors.
Fun colors?
Yeah, you know, like purple and red and yellow.
Forgive me, but that sounds very garish.
I know, but it was actually quite stunning. You know, it reminded me a little bit of Monica and Chandler's apartment on Friends.
Excuse me? Anna, dear, you're going to have to be a little more succinct.
Oh, never mind. Anyway, the point is, I started thinking about painting my apartment with some new colors, something really expressive, really vibrant. So I invited Kristen over. You know, she could be an interior designer. She is that good.
Miss Anna, the dream, please.
I'm getting there. Anyway, so we went to Home Depot, and she helped me pick out some really great colors. And I spent the money, and I was ready to move forward. Oh, I was so excited I could hardly sleep.
But you did sleep.
Yes, but it was hard for me to settle down because Kristen and our friend Paul and I were going to paint my apartment the very next day. Oh, I felt more alive than ever.
But then?
But then I had the dream.
Ah, finally we get to it.
And because of the dream, I told Kristen and Paul not to come over. It upset me that much. I needed to think about it more before painting with all of those colors. And it didn't stop there. I've had the same dream over and over and over every night now for the past 3 weeks.
You must tell me every detail.
Well, in my dream, my apartment was already painted. It was beautiful. I just stood there, looking at all those colors, taking it all in before I left for work. I even did a little twirl around my living room. And then, it seemed like it was just a few seconds later, and I was coming home from work, and I opened my door to go in, and my mother was in my apartment on a ladder in painter's clothes, with a paint roller on a long pole.
A long pole, you say? Ah, now I think we are getting somewhere. And what was she doing with this long pole?
Well, she was painting everything back to beige. Everything. There wasn't a single color left in that entire apartment.
Interesting. Go on.
Well, I was stunned, to say the least.
I can imagine.
So I said, Mother, what are you doing?
And she said,
She looked at me with a very angry and disgusted expression on her face, and she said, There will be no color in this house, ever! Do you understand?
And
That was it.
nothing more.
Nope. I woke up and my heart was pounding out of my chest. It was terrifying.
Yes. 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 I see.
What? What do you see?
Clearly, this is a classic case not only of sexual repression, but also of penis envy.
Penis is envy? That's ridiculous. I should have known that's what you'd say. Oh my God, Dr. Ruth? But what are you doing here?
I can hold my tongue no longer, Miss Anna. Dr. Freud, you are an incompetent nincompoop.
And just who would you be, you little gnome?
You are a horrible, horrible man. I am Dr. Ruth Westheimer, a very famous sex therapist, I'll have you know. And you have the wrong attitude. The wrong attitude about the female sexuality.
Well, Dr. Ruth, if in fact you really are a doctor, can you tell me this is not a case of sexual repression?
Why, it is just the opposite. It is about sexual freedom. Clearly, she is breaking away from the repressed attitudes of the mother's generation.
Perhaps you should read some of my work. Good heavens! Carl Jung! Well, perhaps you can bring an intelligent opinion to this discussion.
I intend to. But first, let us look at the situation in a different light, shall we?
Wait a minute. Where's Dr. Morgan?
Please, Dr. Jung, enlighten us.
Please, yes, Dr. Young, please go on.
I intend to. It is my opinion that every aspect of this dream is an expression of a different part of the patient's psyche. The walls, the colors, the mother.
The pool!
Ah, you ignorant boob. Not everything is about the penis.
The mother could just as easily have been wielding a small paintbrush, but no, she was exercising her power with a long pole. That was Anna's description, not mine.
Because that's what we use here in the 21st century to paint our walls. A long pole with a paint roller on the end.
You know, sometimes the paint roller is just the paint roller.
Well, of course, Dr. Ruth, how rude of you to interrupt! Now, all of you, let me finish. You see, the patient clearly envies the penis, which to her represents power, but at the same time she feels defeated by it. This is my opinion.
Oh, please. Are you saying that I wish I had a penis? I don't think so. This is getting crazier and crazier. No wonder people think you're a quack. I want to see Dr. Morgan.
Oh, quack!
A perfect description, Miss Anna.
I want Dr. Morgan.
But first, let me finish my explanation. Because as I said, I think this dream, every aspect of this dream is a reflection of your inner life, Anna. And I think your inner self is trying to get a message to your conscious mind.
Like what? What's the message?
Now, for example, I think the mother in this dream is not your mother at all. Rather, I think she represents a part of yourself that is conflicted about having more color in your life. The stern but protective parent, if you will. Yet, there is another part of you that thinks that color will bring an element of danger to your life, and you look forward to that.
Well, what could be dangerous about color?
Well, there is nothing inherently dangerous about color, Anna, but your unconscious mind seems to think there is.
Dr. Phil? Finally, somebody from this century.
Look, Anna, I'm going to tell you a little something about change. Change is difficult for most of us. You're contemplating making a positive change by bringing a little more life into your bland apartment. And that is very positive. But even positive change can be difficult because we're stepping out of our comfort zone and into the unknown.
Comfort zone? What is this idiot talking about?
Zip it, Freud. Why don't you just listen to what he has to say?
It's Dr. Freud to you. Unzip it. Oh, what an interesting choice of words. Are you finding yourself attracted to me, Frau Westheimer?
I don't go for August, Dr. Freud.
Well, perhaps you should make an appointment to see me in the near future.
Yes, that would be a very nice treat for me, wouldn't it? You pompous ass.
Not enough! Clearly, Dr. Phil, you have not read my theories.
I have, and I think for the most part, they're for the birds.
For the birds, what an ignorance.
Fraser Crane? And Lilith?
I'm listening, Miss Anna.
Oh boy. If I were taking meds, I think this might be a good time to up them. This is all getting to be a bit much.
Now, Miss Anna, you have absolutely nothing to be worried about. I'm here to help you. Now, Dr. Phil, don't be so quick to disregard the theories of the eminent Dr. Freud. After all, he is the reigning father of psychotherapy. And Dr. Freud, such an honor to meet you. I've always been a great admirer of your work.
Yes, to the detriment of his patients.
Lilith, please. Now, Dr. Phil, there is still plenty of truth to Dr. Freud's theories, even though they've been tempered over the years by our modern advances in psychology.
Look, Fraser, just because you play a therapist on TV doesn't mean you can discuss psychology with the same credibility as a trained specialist like myself.
Need I remind you, Dr. Phil, that you play a therapist on TV?
I may be on TV, but I'm not playing a therapist. What I do is real, for the most part.
Yes, of course. Anyway, you cannot argue about Dr. Freud's work regarding the conscious and subconscious, dream analysis, defense mechanisms, why his work is still the foundation of all psychoanalysis.
Well, I don't know who you are, Dr. Crane, but you are obviously a man of superior intelligence.
Well, I only wish we'd been contemporaries, Dr. Freud. Would it be your opinion that this woman, Anna, could benefit from a good 2 years of psychoanalysis to get to the bottom of the discomfort with color and all else that is sensual and expressive?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
What are you talking about? I love my colors. I was so excited.
Of course you were, Anna. Freud is about as relevant today as Nostradamus. Yes, he has his believers, but so do UFOs and aliens and the abominable snow.
I beg your pardon, madame.
You'll have to forgive my wife, Dr. Freud.
Ex-wife.
Oh, yes, of course. Ex-wife. I wonder if that was some kind of Freudian slip.
I had to divorce him. I couldn't take any more of his anal retentive behavior.
Well, talk about anal retentive. Loosening up to Lilith means switching someone's dinner fork for a salad fork at a formal dinner party.
That was funny, wasn't it, Fraser? The expression on Mrs. Huntington's face.
Why is that funny?
I thought it was rather rude.
No matter. You see, Dr. Freud, Lilith and I come from two totally different schools of thought regarding the human psyche.
Everyone knows that the theories Fraser clings to are sexist, outdated, and irrational.
Oh, take the bone out of your bun, Wilma. Yes, I said that once on TV. Not bad, eh?
Oh, Fraser. You see, Dr. Freud, Fraser is a firm believer in your methods of psychoanalysis, while I, on the other hand, am a strict Skinnerian behavioralist. I find Dr. Skinner's reward and punishment schedule to be a much more rational approach to helping people change their behavior.
Oh, yes. I know all too well about the punishment side of that schedule.
I'm beginning to wish I took more psychology in college.
Well, all of this is just getting us nowhere. Why don't you all come on my show? Dr. Freud, Dr. Young, Dr. Ruth, Fraser, Lilith, and we'll get to the bottom of this. It'll be fun.
Well, what about me? It's my dream. My dream. And all I want is for it to go away so I can get a good night's sleep.
Oh dear, she's getting hysterical.
I am not hysterical. I just want a reasonable explanation as to why I keep having this dream.
Don't listen to him, Anna. He's a quack.
Perhaps he has envy of the vagina.
Perhaps you women should take a look at your feelings of hostility. Someone brings up a theory of Freud's, and you salivate like a Pavlovian dog. Finally, an opportunity to spew all of your pent-up anger at men.
Perhaps, Dr. Crane, they were in love with their fathers, and they were spurned, and now...
Oh, heaven help us.
Don't mind Lilith, Dr. Freud. She doesn't see her behavior as hostile.
I heard that, Fraser, and I am not hostile.
Yes, you're a very competent clinician, Lilith, but even you must admit that
I
at
can't
times...
take any more of his passive-aggressive behavior.
I think we're forgetting something very important about this dream. The mother.
Yes, let's talk about the mother. Why is it always about the mother with you people? We're tired of being blamed for everything.
But don't you see this isn't about the real mother? Anna is the mother in the dream.
No, my mother has always been a control freak. She always wants to run the show.
Well, maybe part of you wants to run the show, keep everything under control.
Well, of course I want to run my own show, my own life.
Yeah? How's that working out for you?
Look, Dr. Phil, I do want control over my own life, just not anyone else's. What's wrong with that?
I just don't see you taking responsibility for your life. Otherwise, you would have just gone ahead and painted whatever colors you wanted, wherever you wanted.
I only wish for Anna is good mental health.
After 2 years of your
People need to take responsibility for their own feelings and actions. There's too much ballyhoo about the unconscious. I prefer to look at the here and now.
You can't handle me becoming independent of you, can you? That's why you are painting everything back to beige.
Maybe I just didn't like all those loud colors. In my day, a lady would never bring so much attention to herself.
Exactly what I was trying to say.
Exactly what makes you a nincompoop.
It just isn't ladylike.
ladylike. Talk about outdated drivel.
Oh, just stay out of it for once.
But it's my apartment, Mother. My apartment. And if you don't like my colors, then you don't have to come over.
Anna, what's gotten into you? You've changed so much, I hardly recognize you anymore. I don't understand this behavior. She certainly wasn't raised to be like this.
You see what your theories have done, Dr. Freud? The mother has bought into it, hook, line, and sinker.
She would do well to listen to her mother.
But Anna is the mother in the dream. She is the one who's afraid of overstepping society's boundaries.
I think Anna needs to let her mother off the hook. Take control of her own feelings and actions, and not blame the mother.
Thank you, Dr. Phil. You know, I've always thought that Anna had a much more difficult time growing up than my other children did. By the way, I loved it when you were on Oprah.
Oh, thank you, dear. I appreciate that.
Maybe Anna and her mother could enter into some sort of joint therapy sessions. Niles and I will be running a workshop very soon.
Oh, shut up. All of you, just shut up. She doesn't want me to grow up. She doesn't want me to have my own life. She never has.
That just isn't true. Why, I introduced you to Mrs. Johnson's son years ago. Betty and I thought she and Andrew would make such a wonderful couple.
Oh.
You could be married by now and have 2 or 3 kids.
But he just wasn't right for me, Mother. We had nothing in common. She has always been trying to set me up with guys who were, well, total dweebs. You have no idea what I want in a man.
Hysterics will do you no good, Anna.
It's the only way she can be heard.
Maybe she should take a second look at these dweebs she's been bypassing. Sometimes they make the best husbands. Anyway, there's better ways for her to express her feelings.
If you don't trust me, Elizabeth, trust
People used to think I was a dweeb in my younger days. Look at me now.
Oh, blasphemy!
Wow, so much about the unconscious that has to be here and now. It's not a mistake. Outdated nonsense.
I can't take it anymore. All of you, please, just stop. Stop. Oh, I can't take it anymore. Please stop. Please. Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God, what a nightmare. Oh, what time is it? I've got to call Kristen. Kristen! Hey, it's me, Anna. Sorry. Look, I know, I'm sorry, but I wanted to catch you before you left. Listen, do you think you could come over today and help me paint my apartment? Yes, I've decided to do it. And I want to do it now. You can? Oh, it's great. Yep, I've got all the paint and everything else we need. Okay. Thank you. Yep, I'll call Paul. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. Okay, I'll see you in about half an hour then. Okay. All right, I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye.